And you've got sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Whiteside is out there with Motiejunas, and it's Lawson in at the point guard position. Now here's Lawson. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
Ezeli comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Freak subbed in for Ty Lawson. Ritter passes to Horford. Hawks passing it around. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Ariza no up.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Millsap a screen. Now here's Schroeder. Ariza covering. Millsap has the open look. Wide open shot is on the money. Millsap's got his second bucket tonight.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Motiejunas kicks to Freak from 17 feet out. Rebound Atlanta. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Freak's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Millsap a screen. Shot from 16. That one a little long.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Motiejunas dishes to Freak. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. That's good. Anderson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Freak. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Kicks to Anderson. From the left block, Horford no luck.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Freak passes to Harden. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Back to Harden. Just 4 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got 6.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Motiejunas. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Alex Len's checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Anderson. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kyle Korver. And McCollum subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Houston, Booker, he's checked in for Motiejunas. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's McDaniels in for James Harden. Now here is Cephalosha. Defense is right there. Lenka kicks to Scott. That is good.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
On the wing, Brewer. From the arc. The shot no good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. The Hawks on top. They're up by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Well, from what you guys have seen from the Hawks. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Houston with a big group substitution here. Bazili's checked in for Whiteside. Riza comes in for Corey Brewer. James Harden, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Freak subbed in for Ty Lawson. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors made a big difference. He picked up 16 points, and it seemed every trip down he would end up at the line. A lot of free throws for him. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Schroeder passes to Korver. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
It's Harden with the drive. And that one comes up a bit short.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. He feeds it to Anderson for the 3. The rebound by Harden. Rockets trail by 10. And a wide open look for Freak. Offensive rebound. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Picked by Horford. Schroeder off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Ariza dishes to Freak. Drains it from beyond the arc. Freak's got 6. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Now the pass to Millsap. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Millsap's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Hawks. On the wing, Harden. He kicks to Freak. Shoots a 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Korver's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. Millsap a screen. Knocks it loose. That'll do it for the first. And now the third quarter about to get going.
Look at what Schroeder has done so far.
Substitution here. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Whiteside. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for James Harden. And Freak subbed in for Ty Lawson. Taking a look at the Rockets. Freak in at point guard. Brewer is out there with Booker. Then there's Monty Eunice. And it's McDaniels in at the 2-guard spot. Scott can't get it to go.
Move it.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's McCollum. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. No coverage that time. Scott's got 7 points. Freak with it. Now defended by McCollum. Houston moving it around. Here's Freak. The Rockets with another miss.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Len sets a screen for McCollum to the paint. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
There's a screen. Pass to Cephalosha. Dishes it to McCollum. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Paul Millsap is checked in for your Rebco. .111 left to play here in the third. Cephalosha kicks to McCollum. The dish to Millsap. Feeds it to McCollum. 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Misses the 3. Rockets trail by 12. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. It's blocked.
Move it. Move it.
Booker the pass to Freak to the wing right side. From deep. No luck. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And stolen by Scott. Fast break, the Hawks. McCollum with the ball, and that one's good. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the play. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here. The Hawks. Mike Scott's checked in for Anderson. Cephalosha comes in for Kyle Korver. And McCollum subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. For the Rockets, we've got Paul Millsap, C.J. McCollum out there with Cephalosha. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Horford in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Brewer dishes to Ezeli. Millsap kicks to Horford. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get. They're trying to work it inside here, and they've had a little bit of success as they try to cut into that deficit. And getting it inside is one way to try to chip away at it. They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
He got right to the cup using that screen. And that's 12 points for C.J. McCollum. And Brewer kicks to Freak. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And Jerebko has it in the corner. Traps in the tray.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
And Freak throws it down.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
The feed to Cephalosha. To the paint, tries yet again, and the layup is good. Jerebko's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. McCollum with the ball, out defended by Freak.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general. What a game we've seen here for McCollum. He has 12 points and 2 steals.
No idea we'd see a performance like this one today.
The only way to describe it in my vocabulary is dominance.
And the Rockets making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Down low, Jerebko. Soft touch off the glass.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Atlanta.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And it always feels good to get that first win in the season series. Going head-to-head twice this year, this will put them up 1-0 so far against the Rockets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Paul Millsap. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. He had a defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
No good on the free throw. He doesn't get the second one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. McDaniels passes to Freak. Not really his range, and it's off target. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. In the corner, Sefolosha with it. The three-pointer, no good. Freak dishes to Capella. Passes it to Freak. To the right side. And Brewer kicks to Ezeli. Shoots from the elbow. And so Atlanta takes this one.
Well, Paul,
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap.
You gotta love Paul Millsap showing us all of what he's capable of. He's tough to guard. He's got a tremendous combination of an inside and an outside game.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. Well, for Golden State, they certainly didn't struggle before Steve Kerr became head coach, but since his arrival, he has this team executing one of the most beautiful offenses in the league.
It reminds me a little bit of the triangle. What I mean by that, there's constant motions and cuts in this defensive system. You know, it's much more than just a Splash Brothers shooting up threes. These guys are a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
Freak, what's good? You look distracted, man. Everything okay?
Yeah, just got a few things going on off the court.
Yeah, I've heard. Word gets around. Gotta put that stuff aside and be ready to play each night, though.
Yeah, I know. I'll be ready.
Hey, even though we're about to teach you guys a lesson, I'm here if you need it, man.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. And we'll be the ones teaching the lesson tonight, so I hope you're ready.
In your dreams, Freak.
Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup live here in Houston. The Warriors are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for the substitution here. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Whiteside. Trevor Booker comes in for Monty Eunice. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Freak subbed in for Ty Lawson. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Jody Meeks. He's out there with Thompson. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Laverne. And it's Hines in at the 4. They set the pick. And Laverne kicks to Thompson. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Freak. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Thompson up top. He had 22 points in the win against Dallas.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Freak kicks to Ezeli. Harden outside. Passes it to Booker. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again, and Klay Thompson again. Thompson's got 11 points.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and
And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Green of the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5 spot. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks came through when they needed him to. He ended with 10 points, but also put up 4 boards. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Pass to Motiejunas. He dishes it to Freak. They get a hand on it. Outside for Lawson. Off target with his 3. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. From 15 feet away, they grab their own miss. Nice D from Freak.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
From downtown, and Curry pulls it down. The Warriors shooting 41% for the game. Outside, Green. 9 feet out, and that one hits back iron. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And a wide open look for Freak. Drains the 19-footer. Freak's got 8 points. The Warriors trail. All right, let's go over to the side.
Your Rockets Power Dancers.
Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He made sure that everyone was on the...
And the first half comes to...
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half. Ty Lawson. And Golden State also making a change. Serafin's checked in. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Whiteside is out there with Motiejunas. And it's Freak in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
On the wing, Harden. And stolen by Barnes. Up top, Curry. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Curry's got 7 points.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. For Houston, they have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Floats one, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Some teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. In third, the Warriors.
You know, some teams live and die by the 3. But it's important to be able to utilize the three-point shot. It's a great weapon in the game of basketball. And this coach has given this team freedom to look at the three-pointers on a regular basis. And they're pretty good at it.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. You got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Freak gets to Motiejunas. The feed to Freak. There's the pass to Harden. Whiteside, a screen on Barnes. It's Harden with the drive. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Freak. Averaging 12 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, his skill set is solid. He's got a good ball handler, makes good decisions in playmaking. He's really the ideal backup. Been a solid outing for Freak. He has 12 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Curry, here we go.
That's a wall.
Misses from close range.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Kicks to Moniunas. The dish to Harden. He feeds it to Freak for the lead. Houston gets it back. Back to Harden. Pass to Freak. Another miss by Houston.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Here's Thompson. Here's Hines. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Here we can see, Kevin, where the Warriors rank in the NBA right now. First in points off turnovers. Second in scoring. And they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the basketball.
And looking at their ranking in points off turnovers, numero uno. And that's how you demoralize an opponent. Make them pay for every mistake.
Houston making some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Whiteside. Trevor Booker comes in for Moniunas. And it's KJ McDaniels in for James Harden. Then for the Warriors, Laverne comes in for Kevin Seraphin. And it's Jody Meeks in for Klay Thompson.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And it's time for an injury report. For an update on Stephen Curry's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
Kevin, the Warriors head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. We're into the heart of the season now, and that's the last thing this team wanted to hear. That's going to make their winter just a little bit longer, guys.
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
Booker dishes to Freak. Tries again. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Barnes has got his 3rd rebound on the night. From 13, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Barnes has got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And he gets it to go. Warriors have gone 8 of 16 in the 3rd quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Hines, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
From 17 feet out, Curry, good. Curry's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Warriors. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. On the wing, Brewer, and stolen by Barnes. Lays it up and banks it in. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin. Freaks checked in for Houston. And so it's Houston with it. 11-point game. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Steph Curry. Green is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Jody Meeks. And it's Stoudemire in at the center filling out the middle.
It's been a nice game for Ariza. He's got 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. As they recover.
No way.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end. Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Freak kicks to Moniunas. Here's Freak, and the rejection by Stoudemire. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. That drops. That's 12 points for Barnes.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Whiteside, the pass to Ariza. Freak with it. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Dishes to Thompson. Baseline jumper. And a big pounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thompson's got 19 points.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And Green gets it to go.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Curry with him. He's picked up by Whiteside. Curry kicks to Green. Barnes against Moniunas. Baseline try, and that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got 10 points in just the second half.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Feeds it to Freak. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Freak's got 21 in the game. And here's Golden State. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Green, the screen, passes to Thompson. Stoudemire setting the pick for Thompson. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement, you're right. And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Klay Thompson. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Shot clock at 2 for 3. Barbosa, and that one's good.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. He kicks to Laverne. Here's Meeks. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
And that one falls for Azili.
At the line for 2.
That's also... good. So he hits both free throws. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And here is Barbosa. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned, but...
Yes, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Klay Thompson. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just... And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.